Canter series part 4. So we're already in part 4. That is great. If you have any questions, I can still do a Q&A kind of thing. So if you have any more questions you would like to ask, then please just comment down below, and I'll maybe do a separate video about them. And there are still going to be a couple of videos about some common things that often happen. So for example, the horse not picking up the canter at all, or the horse picking up the wrong canter. So I'm going to do separate videos about them. But today we're going to talk about some common problems when cantering. So in the last video we talked about some common mistakes when picking up canter. So today we're going to talk about some common problems that often can happen in canter. So we're going to talk about what to do if the horse speeds up. Sometimes the horses can go very fast in canter. Also, a common problem is that the horse might drop down to trot, so canters a little bit and then drops back down to trot. And also we're going to discuss what to do if the horse anticipates the canter, because often they already know that the canter is coming, and then it's very difficult to get a nice transition when they are so much expecting and getting kind of tense and hot and everything. So what to do in that situation. And also I think I will make another video on what to do if the horse bucks and how to stay on if the horse bucks. So there's going to be a separate video about that. But now let's get into the point. So first thing, what to do if the horse speeds up in the canter. This is often an issue with the horses or riders' balance. So the horse maybe doesn't have enough strength to carry himself. Often that's when they go fast. For example, young horses, they often go fast and go very much on the forehand because they don't have the balance and they don't have the strength to really carry themselves in the canter. What you want to do if the horse speeds up, you can of course do circles. So circles always slow down the horse and might help to balance the horse also, if the horse has enough strength to actually carry himself on the circle. And also what you could do is lots of transitions, so you don't go too long in the canter and just go round and round and round, but a lot of transitions, always making sure that you balance the horse before the transition. And you could do them from walk to canter, trot to canter, and then only do as much as you feel that the horse is balanced and carrying himself, and then you can go back and then do it again. And what's really important also is that you always keep your balance, because often when the horse speeds up, then rider also starts to lean a little bit forward, and that most of the time doesn't help. Of course, sometimes it might help to go into the light seat and give the horse some freedom if you have the balance for it. But most of the time you need to really keep yourself in very good balance and very good alignment and really carrying yourself, so you're helping the horse with your own body as well. And of course, half halts. Half halts are everything to balance the horse and also to slow the horse down. So then the next thing, what often can happen is that the horse canters a little bit and then drops back down to trot. And this is often also strength and also balance issues. So the horse does not maybe have, or the rider doesn't have enough balance or is not carrying himself properly. And then when the horse or the rider loses balance, then the horse will kind of drop down to trot and drop on the forehand. So you always want to make sure that you are in good balance, you are supporting the horse, and you're making sure that the horse is also listening to your leg and going forward from your leg, because often the rider then starts doing too much and maybe again leaning forward and also squeezing with the leg, and then actually restricting the forward movement. So you want to really be able to go with the movement and follow the horse's movement from your hips, so you don't sit against the movement, but you help the horse and you support the horse with your seat. And sometimes it might also help to tickle just a little bit with, depending on the horse, but tickle just a little bit with the whip behind your leg to keep the hind legs a little bit more active. And then again, also half halts to balance the horse, so you can keep horse's front end up and really carried, so they don't drop so much on the forehand. And also what helps a lot for keeping the energy in the canter is doing changes of tempo. So going a little bit forward, coming back, going forward, and then slowing down to keep the horse active and keeping the hind legs active. That might also help a lot. When you notice that the horse is starting to slow down and maybe drop down into trot, then you can softly ask the horse to go a little bit forward into a bigger canter, and then maybe bring the horse a little bit back again and then forward again. Then the last thing we're going to talk about in this video is if the horse anticipates the canter. So you want to pick up the canter, but then the horse already gets very tense and starts to think about the canter, and then you cannot really make a nice transition to canter. So what I would then do is try to give the horse something else to think about. So you could do like leg yieldings, you could do shoulder in, you could do maybe some circles, and just doing something completely different. So the horse kind of hopefully would forget about the canter, and when the horse is not expecting it, then you can just gently ask for the canter. So definitely more videos coming, but this is it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!